We are no longer our own, but yours, Lord. Put us to what you will. It's amazing to think that over the month of January, we've had a series in each of our churches looking at covenant and preparing to be a covenant people. And I'm grateful to God that all of the local preachers and ministers and worship leaders and lots of people have been involved in preparing those services. And we're hearing really good feedback from quite a number of people that it's been good to have that preparation. And we felt better prepared to make our covenant prayer, "I'm no longer our own, my own, but yours." And throughout this year, we're going to be looking at what that means to be a covenant people, in covenant relationship with God, but also in covenant relationship with one another, helping one another to grow as disciples. Well, we've got a busy time of it coming up, and I want to just flag up a couple of key events that we've got in the next couple of weeks. Next Tuesday evening, the 4th of February, we've got a very special circuit forum to unpack and take a look at the Methodist Church's report on marriage and relationships, entitled God in Love Unites Us. A couple of us, myself and Roger Stubbings, are going to take us through the report, all 5 sections, so that we understand what it contains and look at all of the recommendations. It does include a recommendation that Methodism changes its definition of marriage, so that marriage is no longer just between a man and a woman, but might also be between people of the same sex. It's a very significant document, and these are very significant decisions that the church is going to make. We invite you to come to Leyland Methodist Junior School Hall on Canberra Road next Tuesday, the 4th of February, to take time to go through this report with us. Starts at 7 and we'll be done by 9 o'clock. The following weekend, here at Bookshaw Village, I'm in Trinity School today, our Methodist CE school here on Bookshaw Village. We're celebrating more than a year that we've signed our ecumenical agreement with Bookshaw Village Church and our circuit. We did that in October, just over a year ago. So we've got a very special afternoon planned, and we'd like to invite you to come. We do have a messy church here every month, and so you're invited to come as a family or on your own for a messy church that starts at 2 o'clock. That will finish at 3 o'clock, and then there'll be half an hour of worship together at 3 o'clock, and you're invited to come and enjoy the worship at 3, and then at 3:30 there'll be fellowship and food and drinks together. So you can come from 2 o'clock for messy church, you can come at 3 o'clock. Actually, if you wanted, you could probably come at 3:30 and just come for the drinks and cake. But we do invite you to come and celebrate all that the circuit and Bookshaw Village Church are doing together, not only here at Bookshaw, but across Chorley and Leyland. And then within a few weeks' time, we'll be entering the period of Lent. And as we look at the district document, Transforming Lives and Communities, this discipleship booklet that I've kept waving around, now that we've done our covenant prayer, we're going to take our time, one each month, to go through the 7 strands of discipleship that there are in this booklet. And the first one is energising discipleship. So at some point in this month of February, you'll have a focus in your service on energising discipleship and getting us to think about what we might do this year that would just boost our growth as Christians around reading the Bible or prayer or interaction in the community. Lots of ideas that we want to share with you, and we encourage you to give it a go and try something new. It's not too late to join the Growing Leaders course. It has its first meeting on Saturday the 15th of February. There are a series of monthly Saturday mornings and some other activities during the month with a mentor. But if you'd like to join, and ideally we'd love there to be somebody from each of our churches across the circuit who has a go at growing leaders. It's not just about leadership, it is about the influence that we have at home and at work and in the community with our volunteering, just growing the impact and the influence that we have as Christians. So I do encourage you to think about the Growing Leaders course. But there'll be all sorts of Lent courses and other activities that we can encourage you to look at as we energise discipleship throughout February in our circuit.